Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the album Circle the Wagons by Darkthrone. This album came out in 2010 and is, I believe, their second or third newest album. Anyway, so before I get into the songs, I'm going to name off the band members really quick. Nocturno Culto on vocals and guitar and bass, and Fenriz on vocals, drums, and bass. At this point in their career, I think even now, they are a two-piece band. They used to be, I think, like a three- or four-piece band, but, they're, nowadays, I still think they're a two-piece band. Maybe not, but at this time on this album, they're a two-piece band. Anyway, so, the album starts off with the song, Those Treasures Will Never Befall You. It's actually really good. The chorus is very catchy, the instrumentation is great, and, the vocals are really, really good. But yeah, Those Treasures Will Never Befall You is a very good opener. Let's see, the next song is called Running for the Borders. It feels like a filler song, and it's not even memorable. The third song is called I Am the Graves of the 80s. This one is probably my second favorite song on the album. For those who don't know, Darkthrone used to be a black metal band. They used to be a death metal band at first, but then, after their first album, they changed their sound to black metal. Although sometime around the early 2000s, they changed their sound again, and ever since then, they've kind of like had a weird sort of like I don't even know how to label their music. Sometimes it's heavy metal, sometimes it's almost punk, sometimes it's sort of a weird sort of like heavy metal fusion of different genres. But on this album, most of it is slightly more raw, heavy metal-ish, almost punk kind of feel. But this song, I'm the Graves of the 80s, feels almost like a thrash metal song. Like, not full-on thrash metal, but it does have a lot of thrash metal elements. But yeah, it's a really good song, and, I really like the riff in it as well. And unlike some other songs on here, the vocals are a bit more harsh, again, almost thrash metal-like. Very good song. The next song is called Stylized Corpse. This one is a little bit more black metal-ish, and I say black metal-ish because, again, it's not full-on black metal, but the vocals are even slightly more, harsher and slightly more, even more, extreme metal-ish, even more so than I'm the Graves of the 80s. Now, like I said, it's not full-on black metal vocals, but they are definitely, kind of a throwback type vocals on this one. And the riff is really heavy, but also kind of slow. It's a bit more slower paced song and a little bit heavier, and it's a good song, and it's kind of like serves as sort of like the speed of the album slows down after the first couple of songs. But yeah, great song. The next song is the title track of the album, Circle the Wagons, and I think this is the worst song on the album. It's very short. It's like, I think only like 3 minutes long or something like that, and it's really bad. Like, the chorus is okay, but other than everything else about the vocals on this song, other than the chorus, are horrendously bad. Like, I don't know what Fenriz was trying to go for with the vocals on this song, but it's just, it doesn't sound right. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it sounds like he was just sort of, like, ad-libbing it. Like, it almost sounds like he wasn't even, like, he didn't even, like, pre-write something down. He didn't even practice. It just seems like he just was, like, sort of, like, on the spot, you know, recording on the spot. Like, it doesn't seem like he even practiced. Like, that's really the only way to describe how bad the vocals are. Like, it just seems like it was something that was a song that was just created on the fly, like right then and there. But yeah, Circle the Wagons, the title track, is definitely the worst song on the album. The next song is called Black Mountain Totem. This is my favorite song on the album. It's kind of in the vein of I'm the Girls of the 80s and Stylized Corpse. It's a heavier song, more down-tuned. Again, it feels like a slightly more of an extreme metal song. Not full on, but again, it has elements there. Yeah, very good song. The next song is called I Am the Working Class. I'd say I Am the Working Class, it's pretty much, I guess, the same as I'm the Greatest of the 80s in terms of it feels like a thrash metal song. Very good, very catchy, riffy, and again, very good. The next song is called Eyes Burst at Dawn. It's just another kind of boring filler track. And then the album closes with a very out-of-place instrumental. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name because it's not in English, and I would probably 100% mess the pronunciation up. Yeah, the instrumental is not good. Alright, so before I get into my final thoughts, I'm going to show off the artwork really quick. The artwork is very, very good. Not like an iconic artwork, but it's good for what it is. In terms of their newer artworks aren't that, outstanding, but some of them are, pretty good. This one, I'd say is one of my favorites of their newer artworks. I don't really know exactly what's going on here. You have like this Native American zombie in the middle. You have like a totem pole tank thing right here, and then just some trees in the background and some heads on spikes. Again, it's probably one of their better artworks from their newer stuff. And just most of their newer stuff has pretty much the same, in terms of their artworks, has the exact same color palette. This really washed out gray with like white and black highlights, as you can see there. Again, I don't know why they're in terms of the color palette, they've become extremely not very creative with the color palette. But yeah, even though it's a minor nitpick of mine, but the artwork's good, I just wish they would pick a different color palette because it's the same as a couple other of their newer ones. Anyway, enough rambling. This album it definitely is underrated. Is it a great album? Nah, but it is a fun, enjoyable listen for the most part. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I do like how they're trying to like with this album and with probably the two after, or one or two, or how many they have after. I haven't kept track. But I really like that they're trying to experiment with different sounds and styles. Even though sometimes it doesn't work, I still like that they're always trying something new. Yeah, for the most part, a very enjoyable listen, and it's a 7 out of 10. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.